Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Welcome to a new live stream today. I decided to make a live stream, of course, for some Q&As for you guys. So we're gonna talk a little bit about the Bitcoin dominance and see the chart and analyze it and see what is the potential, since you have asked me today about an altcoin season, if it is possible or not. So we're gonna see this if it's gonna happen, of course, and I would be glad, of course, to chat with you a little bit and have some questions and answers for you. Yeah, so we're gonna dive a little bit first in an intraday on the 1 hour chart to see what happened. Of course, it's a boring day. It is a weekend as usual. And we're looking, of course, for some scenarios that we talked about it before to unfold until we get some answers, right? So we need some answers for the price. Where are we going? Angel Turns, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you here. Glad to see you. So so this live stream is gonna be a little bit full with stuff to talk about it, because as you can see, the tense in the market right now, because of course of the boring price action, and of course the bearish cloud that we can see over the Bitcoin, and that the sentiments are not looking very bullish, but we still have some scenarios. So we're gonna see, of course, and walk with it a little bit. So let's start on the 1 hour chart here, of course, and after the analysis on the 1 hour chart, we can of course have some chat, then move to the Bitcoin dominance and analyze also the altcoins, some main altcoins, see the difference that we did today. And of course, I would be glad also to make some altcoins fast analysis just to see if there is a potential for alt season. So I think it's a good idea just to see like what is the perspective of each coin, and if there is a potential for a move toward the upside sooner or later. And that might give us a little bit a hint when we compare it with the dominance of Bitcoin, and we see if there is a potential for alt season. So starting on the 1 hour chart here. So as you can see, we have of course a boring day. We have a little bit slow, but we see some green, right? We see some green today. But don't forget, yes, that we are here in possible 1, 2, possible, of course, in case that this is a leading diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now, the only thing that I don't like is that this wave 3 is a little bit longer than the wave 1, a little bit, but yeah, I mean, there is no other scenario to move towards the downside in case we're having a wave 2 here. And we saw, of course, some red as an ABC expanding flat for a wave 2. However, if this was tend to be, of course, an impulse, I think now the possibilities are getting very lower. And that because, of course, if this is a wave 2 here, our wave 4 is, of course, weekend range, and which is much more typical. But I mean, if we compare it, it's not good. Yeah, like wave 4 and wave 2 are not matching, and it's taking too much time. And now we see some higher prices. And of course, if we gonna check some, we see on the KGT as well some divergence. Here we go. I mean, it's not very strong, to be honest. It's not very strong divergence, but it might be. Here we go, followed directly with a bearish. So it might, we still, of course, sideways. But what is the possible scenario if we move higher? Let's start to think. If we move higher, what is a possible scenario in this case? So the first thing that we have to go is back into this point to check what is a possibility here to go higher. After this impulse toward the upside, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Finished wave 5, probably, of course, here many scenarios has finished before for the bullish. Probably topped for Bitcoin, probably not. So we have to think here in both case scenarios. And if we, let's say we did not top yet, we are looking after this low here, which it has hit the 886 from the start of this impulse. Since it has touched the 886, we have to think about a contracting diagonal. So a contracting diagonal is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Your wave 3, if we are looking for wave 3, we like to see, of course, a zigzag toward the upside. I hope that you can hear me, guys. Just to check up if the sound is everything good. Can you hear me? If you can write in the chat. It's my first stream. I'm not sure. Okay. All right, I'm gonna continue until I get answer probably. All right, so if we are looking for a wave 3 towards the upside, your wave 3 should be a zigzag, of course. In a zigzag, you would like to see, okay, thank you, Powell. In the zigzag, you would like to see an impulse, right? Because a zigzag is an impulse correction, an impulse, right? So the problem now is that this impulse, in case this was an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, this wave 4 has been already invalidated. We touch already anyway, even with the time, not just the time has invalidated, but also the price action. We have touched the zone 1, right? So lower possibility for an impulse towards the upside or wave 3 right now. This scenario right now has less possibility. Okay. Another scenario that it can still go for higher is probably an A, B, and a C, right? We have to think, since we have 3 waves up, probably this has turned into WXY, let's say, and then it has still to do one more wave toward the upside to finish an A, B, and a C. If this wave A, B, and a C will have to be finished here, we have 2 possibilities. The first one, of course, yeah, it can be a crossroad for bearish. Of course, if in case we have a 1, 2 here, this wave can play as a wave 2 because 3 waves up, of course, A, B, C, after an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, very massive impulse, 3 waves up, 3 waves down, finished a wave C, meaning finished wave 2, meaning this wave 2 can simply move to this area. And this, of course, will open the scenario for, or will give higher possibility for much more bearish scenario. Preferably, if you don't want to be really, really bearish on Bitcoin, preferably to move down from here. Because if we move down from here, this gives much more chance for a W, X, and a Y to be finished here, double zigzag. Meaning, A, B, and a C for the first zigzag, and then you got a very fast correction for a wave B or for wave X, and then you're looking for another double zigzag. Finished. A, B, and a C, or W, X, and a Y finished. But in case we move higher right now and we confirm a bigger correction, which it might, of course, be very identical to the first one, 2, and the second one, 2, and keeping up the same momentum here toward the downside, that would be problematic. Because, of course, it gives, that will give, of course, higher possibility for much more intense bearish scenario, right? And it can give us, of course, until the 1.618, taken, of course, from this first 1, 2 here, which it can be, of course, this 1, 2, it depends where it's gonna top. If it's gonna top around here, let's say, it's gonna be 80K, just the first 1, 2. And that meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and then one more 4, 5. And this, of course, will bring us much more to the CME gap, which we have to close anyway on the 77, K, between 77 and the 88. K, I think. Let me check. Let's go to the daily. We have the CME gap exactly here. This one. Between the 77 and the 80K, sorry. 80K. Yes, this will bring it very easily. If that happened and we get a very, very massive wave 2, like identical to the first one, that will be, of course, a little bit higher possibility for a bigger scenario here toward the downside. So these are the possibilities right now on the 1 hour chart. We have only those, of course, there is many possibilities. We can create a lot of possibilities, but the highest one right now are those two one that I would say that, yeah, it can be, if we see higher prices, the only way that it can be bullish right now is a wave C for this ABC in a wave 2 and then moving toward the downside massively. Or the other scenario that we talked today in the deep analysis can be a double zigzag, correction very fast, and then one more structure. It can be even, it's not necessarily to be zigzag, by the way. If we're gonna take this as WXY, it has a very free, any pattern to get here. It can range, I don't know, even sideways. For triangle, it can be a flat, but much possible, of course, to be a zigzag. But after, of course, having this fast zigzag towards the upside. So these are the possibilities, guys, right now. Of course, it means, of course, in both case scenario, I know it sounds bearish, but one of them has much higher possibility, of course, to move up again faster and before dropping very, very massively toward the downside. Now, as you can see on the KGT as well, we see, of course, some divergence, but it might be very, very followed directly now with this convergence here, that it might appear directly with a little bit higher prices. I mean, even, yeah, a little bit weaker, it is there, but if we get, yeah, a little bit higher, then it will get stronger and stronger. So probably that it might not take the low, probably. Yeah, so these are the analysis now on the 1 hour chart. We're gonna move, of course, for the Bitcoin dominance and yeah, and for some altcoins. Hi, MT. Welcome to the live stream. Nice to see you guys. Glad to see you. Noel or Noel, right? And welcome. Can we look into ICP and Jasmy? Yes, sure. I have this in my mind. Sure, MT. We're gonna take a look, of course, at it, but of course after the BTC dominance and some comparison between main altcoins like Solana, Ethereum, FET, probably Link or Sui. You can choose, guys. You can tell me, and XRP is gonna be there just to compare a little bit the possibilities of an altcoin. What if the altcoins can get still one more wave toward the upside? Don't forget that the alt season is very fast, guys. It can happen very, very fast. And while Bitcoin, of course, can be sideways, for example, right now, it looks like for me like it could be a perfect time for the altcoin, for example. When Bitcoin is sideways or a little bit like bearish, normally the alt season starts and the investors goes much more into the altcoins. So I would say now, yeah, it would be kind of like the environment for alt season, but we're gonna see, of course. We saw some analysis today for FET and Solana and XRP, which yeah, it shows some potential. So let's go and see it so very fast. So on XRP, we have, of course, a potential for one more wave up. I'm gonna recap just very fast. We have one potential of wave up in case this is a wave 4. So if we have here a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, don't forget your wave 2 is a very, very long in time in WXY, meaning your wave 4 can range even long time. And that will be perfect scenario, of course, for alternation between wave 2 and wave 4. And in this case scenario, yeah, I mean, it is very, very possible to move for higher, but I didn't said, of course, that we are going higher from now. Because I think, as same as for every altcoin that I analyzed today, I still see, of course, a potential of one more low. And with this one more low, it is a very, very potential to move to the upside in a, of course, extended wave 4. And one more wave, one more high, that could be our alt season. I know that this, of course, it might be small for an alt season, but nobody knows how much it can extend for each altcoin. It depends on the coin, but basically on XRP, it is very, very possible because we see 3 waves down here and then 3 waves down, ABC, and then 3 waves up. So I cannot say that this is an impulse finished. And this is give higher possibility that we might still, of course, look for higher. Because we have 3 waves here and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but of course this is not an impulse, guys. Yeah, we have 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 3, and then what is the 4, 5? You know, and you need double 4, 5, by the way. Therefore, we have to read it as A, B, C, probably 3 waves up, 3 waves down here, and then just simple impulse, meaning A, B, C, very simple. 3 waves down, 3 waves up, and 5 waves down. Your 5 waves down here, of course, is a big scenario in impulse. So therefore, I'm still looking for one more low. Otherwise, the wave C has to be considered expanding diagonal, which is a very rare scenario, right? Yeah, I mean, very expanding diagonal, and it doesn't look finished as well. Yeah, it still doesn't look like a finished structure. In case we have A, a B, and a C, you cannot count an impulse here. Even, I mean, barely, right? Barely you can count an impulse inside this one, this leg. So it's not really easy to say it is finished. I think that it has a potential still for one more low. We saw also XRP today with KGT, and the signal was very, very strong also still for the bearish. So if we check also Solana, we have also one potential. Well, Solana is very tricky. I don't know why. Solana is very, very tricky. But look, today I found, I mean, a possible scenario. Well, it is also with expanding diagonal, because it is the only possibility that we can be bullish with it right now with Solana. First possibility, of course, before this new potential scenario, of course, we have this one. We have this one, and we were looking, of course, here at probably 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And as an expanding diagonal, of course, because we were 1, 2, 1, 2, of course, and then 3, and then your wave 4 went deeper, even, of course, invalidation of this impulse. The whole impulse was invalidated. So the scenario went, of course, into the most possible scenario right now, because you cannot find any other possibility right now as an impulse. You have to go into expanding diagonal. There is no other option, right? So yes, Tau is coming, Powell. Sure. Tau is important as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Possibly, we still have possibility, because your wave 5 as expanding diagonal should be very, very high, even higher than this. Yeah, it should get between the 1.618, 1.38 as expanding diagonal. These are the perfect fib level for it, and it should look like, of course, at least as a zigzag, like most of the other waves. And in this case scenario, of course, I would say, yeah, possibly Solana can still have one more wave in an alt season. It is open. This is what I would say, that there is a place for bullish scenario. I know the expanding diagonal is very rare and it's risky sometimes to call it, but yeah, I mean, it is open. Now, the other potential that I found it today, which it gives even higher possibility here to count it like this. I mean, it's the same scenario, but the counting sounds much more logical, or higher probability for it. So rather than taking a big expanding diagonal, like considering the whole thing as an expanding diagonal, why not taking 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5? From here, I start to think about it. Okay, why not? If that is the case scenario, we did not invalidate it. We did not touch the zone 1, right? And we are still open, of course, probably in one more wave toward the upside, because, of course, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Probably your wave 5 can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for higher. And this can be a possibility for an impulse toward the upside. And okay, you will tell me, okay, but it was invalidated here. Yes, then okay, there is no other choice as well, rather than the expanding diagonal for wave 3. But it is much more logical, much more probability to put an expanding diagonal probably in a wave 3, rather than considering the whole thing as an expanding diagonal. But also, I mean, both at the end leads to the same place with the same high that we want to look for. But yeah, unfortunately, that Solana looks like a little bit like, yeah, a little bit, how to say, tricky, with expanding diagonals everywhere. So this is for Solana. And but the thing is, I would say, yeah, there is open gate for bullish. FET, well, many of you guys on this channel loves FET. PopCat, please, and thank you. It pumped 30% today. Yes, I saw PopCat. Yes, it does. Because PopCat tested the maximum low, guys. Yeah, there is no option anymore. It should go up. Yeah, but still be careful. I look at it. I put on Discord. I put on Discord for PopCat. I think that was 1 second. Just to show you where was it in many pages. I think was it in questions. PopCat. All right, we're gonna come back to it, no problem. But be careful with it. There is one more scenario. It can still move down. So with FET is perfect. To be honest, FET looking very open for bullish soon. Okay, because we have most of the scenarios will finish exactly at the same area, which we are very close to it right now. FET gives us, of course, a very clear, a little bit signal where we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 contracting diagonal toward the upside. You are currently in a wave 4, ABC toward the downside. Very nice, very close to finish. And as you can see, it is an impulse. Well, if you remember, I was saying this is impulsive toward the downside. Most of the videos I was making before, and many of you were angry at me. But yeah, I mean, this is what it looks like. So it looks like it was, yeah, it was a zigzag. I mean, it looks like a zigzag, and it's gonna finish soon. And this is a perfect place to move toward the upside for a wave 5. And not only this scenario, but also another scenario, ABC, let's say it is done, finished, and you're looking for 3 waves toward the downside in continuation. Unless it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, different scenario, but of course, you have to think about it, 3 waves up, 3 waves down, and then 5 waves up. Perfect scenario. Second scenario can be, of course, for FET, yeah, which it can be a longer correction, where you would like to see, of course, 3 waves down, 3 waves up, and then 5 waves down, meaning this crossroad here. But anyway, you have to go up again, meaning in all case scenarios, you have to go up somehow here. Yeah. And especially, of course, I go higher possibility with this bullish scenario, which is leading diagonal, wave 4. Yeah, so FET, look at the time, guys. If you have realized the time between FET, Solana, and XRP, all of them still need one more low. Yeah? And it's very important to mark this. Most of the altcoin that we saw today still need one more low and just to explode towards the upside. Meaning, yeah, alt season might still be there. Let's check also what we're gonna check. XRP, we did it. Solana, FET, let's go. Well, Ethereum, Ethereum is a story. Is a whole story. I took Ethereum just to create some controversies, like something like to create a little bit doubt, because XRP, I mean Ethereum, doesn't look like really performing lately, and you know that it doesn't look like even with this cycle it didn't took the all-time high. It doesn't look like impulsive. We have WXY correction, and we still, of course, impulsive towards the downside. Yeah. So I would like to mention, of course, Ethereum has, of course, some potential, But if you take a look as well in our scenarios where we have double 1, 2, let's say 3, 4, and a 5, still looking for the same thing. One more low. Even Ethereum, yeah, which is very, very corrective right now, in a very corrective phase, still, of course, need one more low, and it might start to move towards the upside. So I think that Ethereum as well might be exploding towards the upside. I think Ethereum, I know that it looks very, very corrective right now, but Ethereum will take a season for himself. This is what I see, to be honest. I think that even if Bitcoin is moving down, Ethereum will be going up. Yeah, this is what I see, because guys, it's a finished impulse already. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and finished big correction, meaning it's its own season. I think I would call it Ethereum season. Yeah, so I think that Ethereum might, of course, face some drops a little bit more, and then of course, yeah, having like all-time high and even like continuation toward the upside, while probably Bitcoin will be in a correction. I don't know why Ethereum anyway has deviated from Bitcoin in this cycle, and I think the previous one, it has deviated, totally deviated. Even it has a big deviation from all the altcoins as well. Most of the altcoins took the all-time high. Ethereum didn't. Yeah, moved down. So, but I think it's very, very close. 0.618 is to be watched. 1,700 around it. And of course, we might rebound towards the upside, and it might be very, very impulsive for Ethereum. Yeah, so one more. Yeah, so Tau is a good idea. I was thinking about Link or Sui, but I think Tau would be also ideal. What do you think, guys? Tau, yes. All right, let's do Tau. So USD, where we have Tau, I think the all-time history is there on MEXC. Yeah, so Tau, of course, the same. As you can see, the same scenarios almost repeat for all the altcoins. On the 4-hour chart, we are still in this form toward the downside. And of course, we didn't invalidate this impulse. In case we are in an impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And as you can see before, in Tau, we are looking anyway in a big correction after this impulse toward the upside, right? We have big impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, WXY, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, finished almost ABC, or probably we are looking for a big correction for wave 2 and moving for higher. Tau is also, by the way, I think Tau is setting a path also next to Ethereum, because Tau has a very open area, very open gate for higher prices, guys. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Let's say it has finished here as zigzag. Okay, let's say this is a zigzag here, finished with almost 1-to-1 fib level. And we're looking impulsive. Now, the idea here, if this is an impulse, your bearish scenario, of course, is that you want to break all these fib levels. If you break these fib levels, and of course, you have to move anyway in both case scenario for higher, crossroad is, of course, a wave C toward the downside, meaning a B, and a C for a 1, and then 2. Yeah, so A, B, C for a big wave 2. Yeah, so sorry, it could be not just A, B, C, it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to finish a wave A, B, and a C, or it can be, of course, WXY as A, B, and a C. Yeah, so this is a bearish scenario, but Tau, I think, because it is very bullish, and I think there is a potential in Tau. I think, of course, I mean, maximum is 0.78, 220, and simply move toward the upside in a bigger A, B, and a C. And I remember I mentioned this before. This wave A has to repeat itself in the zigzag. remember that this is a logarithmic fib level, but as you know, the crypto works in both at the same time. Just to let you understand a little bit, what is the difference between the fib, logarithmic fib, and the normal fib. So now if I put this fib level at not logarithmic, look where it goes. It goes very close to this area, which is your wave 1 of 2 of 3, 4, and a 5. And at the end, it's gonna bring you back to the wave 1-to-1 here, which it should be A, B, and a C. And this is a confluence between, of course, the logarithmic and the linear chart, and that's why they work both together. But of course, you have to know when to use the logarithmic and when to use the linear one. So here is a wave 1, of course, finished probably, of course, very, very close to the 1-to-1 fib level, and then moving for a wave 2 probably, and then continuation 3, 4, and a 5. Meaning tau can be next to ETH. With the next price action, tau can be very, very next to the ETH and moving for very higher prices. They can have their own season again. Yeah, this is for tau. Something else, FTM, previous FTM, please. Well, FTM is actually changed. Risk shock. I think, yeah, Sonic, exactly. Well, I didn't take a look at it yet, to be honest. I'm afraid to open it right now to find it. Sonic USDT. I think Binance. Oh, yeah, it's still very fresh. Okay, it's still very fresh. I think that's very. Yeah, it's very, very fresh, guys. So let's go to BTC.Dominance first, and then we move to some altcoins, guys, analysis. Let's just make the dominance and see now after this analysis of the altcoins and the difference and with the main altcoins actually. So we saw, of course, Solana and FET and XRP, they are all open for one more wave toward the upside, right? There's still open for one more wave toward the upside, but for example, Ethereum and Tau, they are totally open for a new bullish scenario actually, which is very nice. So for the dominance, one week here on the weekly chart. All right. Well, yes, as the last video last week, if you remember, we were here. We were exactly here, I think somewhere or here. Yeah, somewhere here. And this was our week. And we said, of course, we're going to take the high. Yeah. And what a coincidence. Yeah. With a triangle, it has rejected. And probably right now we have finished 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 to the upside. And I just want to mention in dominance, guys, I don't look like really for a scenario that, okay, it has to be closed 100% with Elliott wave. I take Elliott wave in the dominance just to check one wave when it's gonna be ended, because of course you want to analyze the cycle here and not to analyze the whole thing. I don't care what happened before, right? But of course we need it as a data. But I mean, you want to check when the cycle has ended or when the old season will start, right? So the idea here is to check exactly the wave, the last wave of the cycle. This triangle that I put here is just to show how the market or the dominance is squeezing. Okay, that's all. But I don't mean with it like it should be 100% Elliott wave triangle. This is the idea. Because if we have to do this, it doesn't work, guys. Yeah? Meaning this should be a zigzag, okay, and not an impulse. And that is a problem. So that's why we don't have to check, it should be a zigzag, it's a triangle, and so on. No, it doesn't. It's not. It doesn't make a sense, you know. It's just to show, of course, that the market is squeezing with the dominance, and that because, of course, of many altcoins entering the crypto market, right? So the more altcoins enter the market, the more the Bitcoin start to squeeze its strength, right? So this is the idea. Now, of course, we're gonna see probably a move toward the downside As you can see, we have probably finished 5 waves. The cycle of Bitcoin might be finished and might be not. Of course, we might still probably one more wave up. It doesn't matter if we hit this one or not. It can be higher. But don't forget that we reach right now the 64 or 65% for Bitcoin, and it went down to 61. So the dominance is still playing. We can say yes, of course, that we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want to say, yeah, it is very, very likely as well. One more wave toward the upside, meaning, yeah, it can open, of course, one more bullish scenario for Bitcoin. Now, the closest scenario for this one more wave, I don't see like very, very strong impulse, which is our 1112 scenario, if you remember. Yeah, because if we want to take our 1112 scenario, we're talking about 130K. Yeah, but I don't see it anymore, to be honest. I see our 1112 scenarios is having a much more potential, which of course moving into a contracting ending diagonal for the last wave. So what I mean with this, on the daily, we have, of course, our 1112s. Yeah? In the 1112s, you would like to check for big impulse toward the upside. I mean, after wave 4, you would like to move around the 130. Yeah? But I don't see it anymore because, of course, this price action. And yeah, because also we have here this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you remember, I think since we started the channel almost the second month or something, it was a very, very weird impulse toward the upside, and that because, of course, the wave 4 has interfered with wave 1 and the length of it and so on, and we have to take the 1, 2 somewhere inside this wick. If we go inside it. Probably right now, for me, this looks 3 waves. I mean, on the daily, it looks like 3 waves corrective, and guess what? What ends here? Our short-term bearish scenario, short-term bullish scenario. 3 corrective waves, meaning this could be very, very good zigzag for our wave. Why? Meaning even this signal here, that we have this 3 waves rather than impulse. I mean, the other ones looks like perfect impulse. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why this one is looking like 3 waves? Higher probability. Just to say, higher probability. Start from here before going there. Start from here for this scenario, and that means, of course, we have to probably give higher potential for the 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. In case we're still looking for higher, one more high that we saw, of course, on the Bitcoin dominance, extended wave 5. This wave 5 finishing in ending diagonal. This is my analysis. This is my thinking about it. And also, of course, I never spoke about this in the videos, but yeah, here we go. Yeah, I give a little bit higher potential for this one just because of this wave as well, the correction of it. Yeah, guys, so that was it. I think that, of course, Bitcoin, that's just the conclusion. I think Bitcoin might still, of course, have a potential of ending diagonal for a wave 5, of course, with all-time high, new all-time high potential. In case, of course, as well, we have a wave 4 here, deep wave 4. It can be one more impulse, yeah, but I don't see it from here to the 130K. Because anyway, if this is your wave 1, normally, based on Elliott wave, your wave 1 should match in price and, of course, in time. Meaning this is too much. Even if we take, anyway, if we take the fib levels taken from here to the top of the wave 3, wave 5 over 1, here we go. Well, yeah, okay, it can get to 130 probably. But I don't see it, to be honest. I don't see it. I prefer to take it always like 1-to-1 like this. With this one. Like this. Whatever we bottom for wave 4, much potential to get the 1-to-1 directly from the bottom to the top. And I see a 120K, I would say. It's a nice number at the end. It's a higher number as well. All right, so yeah, so let's move to RestShock. Sorry for Sonic. It's still very, very new. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. It's nothing to to analyze there, unless you tell me, of course, if you find another chart which it has the history of FTM, I would be glad, you know. But if the one that I open it directly with Sonic USD, there is nothing, unfortunately. Yes, link. Okay, H. Let's do link. Let's take a look at link. So for link, we where I have it exactly, is it Coinbase? Yes, Coinbase. Sorry, each coin has a beta chart on different platform, guys. And I have to remember each coin which platform I have it. So link, it looks like okay. Let's check 1-2. We were looking for a 1-2, and it looks like it has launched the 1-2 or ABC for a 1-to-1 fib level. Let's move to the daily. Okay. All right. Okay, let's start from the beginning to understand what's going on. Each coin I have to start from the beginning, all-time history, to understand where we are and where are we looking for. So we have impulse towards the upside, of course, wave A, wave 1 finished, and of course correction, wave B, wave 2, and an impulse towards the upside, perfect, wave 1 and 2, and then okay, so we are in 1-2. 1-2, and then after this we're looking at a 1-2-3-4-5, not invalidated yet, perfect, okay, I got it. All right, so we are in a 1-2-1-2 probably, or 1-2-3 here. Before calling 1-2-1-2, 1-2-3, and you're looking for a wave 4 and a 5, and definitely this will bring us into double 1-2 or ending diagonal. All right. So because of course a double 1-2 or an ending diagonal always mimic or do the same patterns of a double 1-2 or ending diagonal, and this is a trick between them, where your 1-2 has to be impulsive 1-2, and this has to be also impulsive, but it did not finish yet. So you're still looking for this 36.4 for a wave 5. Now this correction, did it end it, or does it end or not? We are looking to end it at the 1-to-1 fib level. Very obviously, we took this before, and it looks like the $14.2. Is it invalidation? Well, your invalidation is exactly here at 12.9. This is invalidation of bullish, right? Which is the 12.9 or $13. If we finish, which obviously we have to finish a wave C, where it looks like already one, it looks like an impulse here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 ending diagonal, yes, and then B, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Very, very obvious for our chart. Yep. Yes, but very, very tricky here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 4 interfered with wave 1. Okay, but at the end we got an impulse, so I cannot complain. But yeah, it looks like a little bit weird wave 1, but yeah, probably one more leg again. The same as for the altcoins as well. The same for Solana, FET, XRP, still looking for this one more low and then explosion towards the upside, I think. But yeah, Link, we cannot say explosion, to be honest. Yeah, let's yeah, we're looking for this to finish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, double 1, 2, or contracting diagonal continuation towards the upside. These are for Link. Do you take any fundamentals into consideration? No. Into consideration into your scenarios? No at all. Outside the scenarios, yes, probably. I understand Ben Cohen suggests alt season, okay, won't start until the Fed ends QT. Okay, yeah, I'm not so much into fundamentals, which could happen in the next FOMC meeting. Yeah, I'm not so much in fundamentals, Powell. Sorry, my friend. I mean, fundamentals might be helpful, but I don't like it because, guys, it's not precise for me, and you cannot just simply, take a trade because I heard that this is gonna happen. It's still a gamble, and it doesn't give you a precise entry point, and it doesn't give you a precise target. So that's for me. For me, it's just like a gamble, but of course, it's a good thing for the psychology. I mean, Elliott wave will show if this thing will happen. It will show it to you in a pattern, which is your 1-2. For example, if you are looking for higher, and the things, something like fundamentals, like a big project is coming soon, or something like this, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 was a short wave 2, for example. This is a psychology. This is something going on. Remember Trump election? This is exactly what happened. We didn't touch even the 23. We touched the 23 and we moved to the upside. Because, of course, I mean, it's still there. And we know Bitcoin, when something like this, it does it from the 23 fib level. And that's why I like just accuracy. I like to be precise. And, trading is not easy. And if you want to make money just by just thinking that something will happen or probably will happen, that is not secure for me enough, to be honest. That's why. Cake? What is that cake? Cake? LDO? Okay, I think these are altcoins or something. Oh my god, a cake? Oh geez, that is something called cake. Okay, that's. I thought it's a joke. Right. Okay. Where is the cherry on the top? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you took the low. So basically, you're up for. You're ready for higher. Cake. Here we go. Wave 2, impulse. And here we go. You took the low. You're between the perfect fib levels for wave 2, finished in WXY, or probably even in a zigzag. But be careful. I mean, well, a cake. I never heard, to be honest. A, B, and a C finished. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. One more leg and ready to move up. Yeah, it might take the 786 as well. Invalidation 0.886. Be careful from it, of course. No financial advice, guys. Another price fundamentals. So is Link following ETH? No. It's so far from ETH. Guys, if you have realized that from the first of this cycle, or even in the middle of the last one, the altcoins has started to diverse their movement, right? We see some altcoins move up, some altcoins move down. We see Bitcoin moving down, some altcoins moving up, and so on. Yeah, so it's not anymore as the first and second cycles. Yeah, where altcoins just follow Bitcoins. It's kind of like became too obvious for the market. The market will love to change always. So, and I see a change even in Bitcoin. Yeah, in the Bitcoin, why I do the parabolic study, and also especially with the time. Yeah, the time is very, very important. And we saw, of course, in the parabolic that even the all-time high time is changing, is getting faster and faster and faster. That means that more investors are getting in the market for Bitcoin, and they are rushing even to get higher and higher. Okay, do you see the psychology here? Like, the all-time high is getting faster because the investor, they want to push the impulse towards the upside as soon as possible. And we see this now with each cycle is getting faster and faster. So yeah, it's getting banana. Cake is up to 27%. Yeah, I saw the green candle because you're very low, very close to the low, my friend. Yes, it's like PopCat. By the way, PopCat, you remind me. PopCat, Maxi. See, I still remember all of them. Which platform? All right, so on PopCat, as you can see, we have ABC towards the upside, right? We have finished probably with this wave C with a big impulse. Yeah, it was, unfortunately, we were looking for 112, but it didn't work. Very massive drop. So we're looking probably here an ABC, very close to be finished. Because if you take it 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, also finished, and ABC also finished. So there is no other possibility. We have to move higher. But be careful. This is what I sent today on Discord. Be careful from this scenario. That it might still looking for one, or nobody knows, sideways. Yeah, so that is this scenario. Always keep it in mind. 1, 2 probably, or A, B, and a C, finishing 3 waves up and then moving back down and start to range sideways. Yeah, be careful from it, guys. So yeah, it depends. But of course, this looks impulsive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But don't forget a zigzag, yeah, because zigzag is impulse, correction, impulse. So be careful from this level. Let's give a little bit more accuracy here. If we take this 1-to-1 fib level taken from this one here, where the possibilities start to get higher for bullish impulse. Well, I took it visually, but it looks like perfect. Here we go. This is what happens with time with Elliott wave, guys. 0.35 cents is, of course, your confirmation for higher. It means like you want to break this, not just hit it. You want to break it. Let's break it here. Let's come to here. Here we go. Okay. In case we move higher like this, A, B, and a C, okay, you want to break this level. Now, of course, this is a trade here, definitely. But you want to break this. So be careful from this level. If you see 5 waves down, that's scary. That's scary. Because if it goes down after such a massive move towards the downside, I'm afraid that it start to do what most of the coins do later on, like start to die, and then suddenly it wake up and then move up, so yeah, these are the things. So be careful from this as well. Also, do you know about the SEVA Elliott wave qualification? What is CEWA? No, I don't know what is that. What are your favorite Elliott wave books? Okay, the Elliott wave books. I even forgot the name of it. Let me check. Man, well, it's hard to reach it right now. There is like all the books are over each other. But yeah, I forgot the name of it. But I mean, Elliott wave. I just read these books like I would say like 5-6 years ago, and I was very interested, of course, in it. But to be honest, I never traded before crypto. And even it was for me, of course, a little bit harder. Of course, for everyone, Elliott wave is in the beginning a little bit complicated. But it was very interesting. But I was more interested into it when I start, of course, to trade with it in crypto. Of course, after many losses before, even in Forex. Do you think XRP can overtake ETH? Well, what do you mean exactly overtake? You mean with price get higher, or you mean with performance? There is difference. Could you check Kaspa? Yes, sure. Kaspa USD. Where I think it's on crypto.com. Here we go. Kaspa, yeah. Kaspa is already, yeah, it's already in the nice move. I mean, in the only scenario that we have predicted before. He means market cap. Okay. Yeah, so Kaspa is moving towards the downside, guys. I mean, it's looking for the 0.23. Definitely. After, of course, yeah, there is two scenarios here. A, B, and a C finished, or probably we're looking for one more wave towards the upside for a wave 5. But this wave 5 looks very, very weird. I mean, because anyway, your wave 3, if this is a wave 3, it is not really, it did not took the 1-to-1 fib level. Yeah, taken from the 1-2 here. 3, because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Finished wave 3, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for your wave 1 and a wave 2 here. So you take the fib level from a wave 2 here, of course, from the 1, 2, you get this 1-to-1 fib level. You did not touch it, meaning it is much more corrective as towards the upside, of course, but yeah, it was expected. This was expected as well. In the latest video, if you go back to it, A, B, and a C towards the downside. Minimum target 0.38, and that because we finished double impulse anyway. If you are impulsive, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, or if you are A, B, and a C, both are double impulses finished. So you're looking for lower. Very simple. And of course, target 0.23 first target. I know it sounds massive, but yeah, it might rebound again. So let me just check if I missed someone. ICP MT. Well, yeah. ICP. Yes. So ICP. Well, ICP and comp. I know that these are. Yeah, coins that many of you probably have interest in it. But for me, when I see this, guys, just to mention, when I see this starting from the high, moving from 3,000 that I started, okay, first time I see 3,000 even to $3, I just close the chart directly. Just from my perspective of view. But I mean, okay, now look what happened. Okay, we see an impulse. I would say, okay, it can start gain some trust. But yeah, because when you see a massive drop like this, remember this is an impulse or a wave A. Meaning you will get a reply for it in a wave C or a wave 3 towards the downside with the same movement. Just when you see this on a chart, directly think about this. That there is a parallel for it directly. A, B, and a C, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know that it is already $3. You would tell me where the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it gets smaller and smaller, and that's why you see it dying. It becomes like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 4, and 5, and yeah, and just dies. But I think there is already ICP already with some here we go already. Yeah, this is my previous MG before asked me for this on Discord, and he told me my opinion about it. Oh, okay, just forget it. Yeah, because I was reading already A, B, and a C. Yeah, so and then moving toward the downside, and here we go. 1-to-1 fib level is the next target in case you are impulsive 1 and 2. But I was looking, okay, both case scenario moving down, yeah, because you finished here in case you're looking for 1, 2, and don't forget that there is a potential of this move towards the downside continuation. So yeah, probably very dangerous. So be careful, guys. Trade safe always. Let me check also the fib levels for you. 1 second. Okay, touch the 0.618. If you are bullish, it has to move up. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, wave 3. Let's go for our, 1, 2, 3, 4, touched. Okay, invalidation. Interesting. A, B, and a C, A, B, and a C, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, finished. Okay, even the 4 interfering with wave 1, then a longer wave 5 than wave 3. So this is not an impulse and not a ending diagonal. Crazy. In this case, you have to be careful. You have to think about double 1, 2s here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so be careful. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that an impulse? Oh, okay. I got it, guys. Okay, be careful from this. This is a very big trap here. 2 scenarios. Leading diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 impulsive didn't took the high just to trick you. And of course, a leading diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 is a very good leading diagonal. A, B, and a C. Normally in leading diagonal, wave 5 can do this. It is allowed to not take the high, and still an eligible leading diagonal. Meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but very tricky, very rare to happen, but here it happened. Wave 2, and then you are in double 1, 2s. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Why? Because we have, first you have here, of course, impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, perfect for wave 1, 2. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, perfect impulse for wave 1, 2. Now, okay, why we don't consider contracting diagonal? Perfect. Then you get a very, very extended wave 5 invalidation. Then, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, finished impulse. No, because of course, invalidation, wave 4 interfere with wave 1. The only scenario left is double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Meaning, more low. Also be careful. Let me check before. Okay, CAS and near. Okay, near is interesting. Yeah. Could you check Kaspa? We did. Yeah, LTC Litcoin. I always think about Litcoin, LTC, and I never do it. I forget it. Yes, let's go to near. Here we go. All right, so with near, I remember near right now. Near is different. Near is different than many altcoins. If you realize every video it starts, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finishing wave A wave, right? But not in near. It is ABC, right? So it's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is A, B, and a C, wave A or wave W. And this is the difference, and it creates, of course, different chart for price action later. And of course, it can be so different from any other coins. So we have 3 waves up. Then after this, we have 5 waves down, of course, and it looks like very, very impulsive, finishing a wave A probably in your blue count. Meaning, if you are impulsive, guys, you have to be careful with it. It can be reading in both case scenarios. It can be a big impulse, wave A, and you're looking here as well, which it might be an impulse, but it might be also 3 waves, very tricky for near. And then moving 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 toward the downside to finish this blue count. And then moving for higher. This is your most bearish scenario. Now, of course, there is a bullish still scenario where you have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finished impulse. Finished wave A, B, and a C, finished wave B, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, finished wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ending diagonal. Finished A, B, and a C, of course, as a wave B in your yellow count, means 3 waves up, 3 waves down, 5 waves up. Your 5 waves up has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You have finished your wave 1, very impulsive wave 1. And then you're currently in a wave ABC, very nice, by the way. We're gonna zoom in. A, B, and a C, and then moving for a wave 3, 4, and a 5. Probably it can be in ending diagonal, or you can be in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 towards the upside. Let's zoom in. In this correction, which it should be an A, B, and a C, you have, of course, 3 waves down, 3 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Perfect, finishing wave A. A, B, C for a wave B. Awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, finishing wave 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. Very, very close to finish. Probably one more leg. Same, guys. Same again. Yeah, same as every altcoins. I don't know why every coin right now needs one more leg towards the downside, as you can see. Yeah, but anyway, it looks unfinished. Yeah, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. We still need double legs. Yeah, because this is 1, 2 of your wave 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 3, and then 4, 5. Wait a minute. And then for a triple 4, 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, just double. Yeah, double 4, 5s. So possibly, of course, 1-to-1 fib level already hit, and even hit perfectly with our target. I didn't made any update for near. I miss it, but perfectly hit was a 1.05. I don't know why it's still requesting one more low, but be careful with it. By the way, we have a near KGT. Let's take a look. Okay, let me turn off the signals. Okay, on the 5 minute for near. Okay, that is a bullish divergence, but it's not really strong, but that is one. Yeah, I mean, this is a bearish. This is a bullish signal, and of course with divergence. So I think that, yeah, it has potential to start to move, and this is an impulse, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, very long range, which is weekend, but still fine. But don't forget that we are in ABC as well. Yeah, I mean, don't forget it. This is 5 minute, and you might, because this is not really strong, it might be A, B, and a C, right? Because you have a wave 2 here. Yeah, this wave 2 that you can see here. Let's move 4 hour, guys. Here we go. You have a wave 2 here. Yeah, after having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for leading diagonal as wave 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So this wave 2 still need to range a little bit here with one more leg towards the upside probably, and then moving towards the downside. Potentially, of course. Let's see the time taken from the top here as a wave 4/2. Yeah, you have top before the 0.618, meaning it's not enough. This is not enough, meaning A, B, and a C, and then moving toward the downside. Higher potential, of course. Few altcoins, in your opinion, obviously non-financial, are most bullish. Which few altcoins, in your opinion, are most bullish? Yeah, nice question. We just, if you, of course, later on, if you replay the stream, we did for ETH and we did for Tau. And we saw that those two guys are just starting their own season. So they are open for probably very high wave 3, while most of the altcoins, other altcoins, are open for a wave 5, and that is a big difference. Yeah, so ETH and Tau are open for a wave 3, mean 3, 4, and a 5, mean very high. And most of the other altcoins are still looking for one more leg for higher, in case, of course, we move higher, which is wave 5. I'd say FET or Ondo look interesting. Ondo is also on my list. I think I have to start to analyze Ondo as well. Yeah, very interesting. I say FET and look interesting, yes. I never looked at Ondo, but I hear about it, especially right now. It has something, here we go, fundamentals, guys. It has something to do with the US Federal Reserve, something like this, Ondo, because it's a blockchain. And I think Elon Musk is looking to move the reserve, crypto reserve of the US to Ondo blockchain, something like this. So starting to moving up with it. Ondo. I don't know if this is the all-time history of it on crypto. It is very possible, yeah, with crypto.com, they have mostly the all-time history. Okay. Okay, and yeah, it looks interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, not invalidated. Okay, but how can I take it as, okay, I have to take it as leading diagonal. All right, okay, got it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, of course. Yeah, WXY, your wave Y is a triangle. And 5 finished, perfect. And then you are looking here for, I just love to put it very small, guys, I don't know. And then you're looking for 1, 2, probably 3, 4, and a 5. Let's say this is your first scenario. Yeah, it's very interesting. Many scenarios, by the way. I already now directly calculated in my mind. So we have 1, 2s, 1, 2s. We have contracting diagonal. We have an impulse towards the upside. You have also a zigzag towards the upside. It's full with scenarios. Here we go. So yeah, this is your first scenario. Still looking for one more leg. You have here a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. I'm gonna explain how this is a wave 1. Here we go. Your wave 1 is a leading diagonal. Here we go. Again, wave 5. If you remember, a second case scenario, yeah. Wave 5 not taking the high. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Leading diagonal, ABC, 3, 4, and a 5. Link, by the way. Typical link scenario here. 3, 4, and a 5. Not invalidated. Wave 4. And then 5. 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah, as I said, many scenarios, guys. This can be a contracting diagonal as well. Okay, we can be looking to something like this. Here we go. The 3, 4, 5 rather than impulse can transform into contracting diagonal like this. So let's put the path. Now you know why I put the paths. So you have something 3, 4, 5 somehow like this. Here we go. 3, 4, and 5. Probably contracting diagonal, meaning one more leg down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Sorry, that was one more leg. 4 and a 5. See the difference? It can be more lower and or finished. Probably we're gonna estimate this is finished or not. But yeah, probably lower and moving one more leg and then finishing 1, 2. Meaning after this probably you have 1, 2 in red, which is your wave, big impulse toward the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Last scenario can be, of course, but you still need one more leg, of course. If in case you take wave 5 here, yeah, this wave 5, that will lead, of course, to double 1, 2. So you need one more orange. 3, 4, and a 5. Orange scenario. And here we go. Orange. Here we go. Double 1, 2, meaning this will finish wave 5. This will finish like this. Here we go. Here we go. Many scenarios. So you have probably double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. towards the upside. You have a scenario 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as contracting diagonal. You have finished probably soon ABC, one more leg, and then moving down, or finished 1, 2, and then 1, 2 again, and then 3, 4, 5. So you still, after this leg, needs this crossroad bearish scenario. Now let's move inside it to see and check the first scenario, which is much more likely for me. Okay, here you start with, let's start possibilities, right? I know I throw all the scenarios, but let's start possibilities. So possibilities, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Here we go. This is the first scenario where you start to think, okay, yeah, this wave 5 might be short because we're gonna end 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. In this case scenario, higher possibility goes for the orange, which is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Or you have to bring this back to here, 3, 4, and a 5. Meaning contracting diagonal or double 1, 2. Yeah. So contracting diagonal, first case scenario you want to see is a finished, is the first thing that you have to check if you have impulses or zigzag, because contracting diagonal can be impulses or zigzags, meaning the first wave that it starts, if it starts as an impulse, the 3 and the 5 has to be impulsive. Normally even the 2 and the 4 has to be impulsive, imagine, yeah. But in this case scenario as well, one of the waves 2 and 4 can be corrective. So when you have impulse, all of them must be impulsive unless one of them has to be complex, or it can be complex. Yeah, very complex. Elliott wave structure was a contracting diagonal when they are impulsive. So we have start with impulse. Therefore, we have to count impulses. Do we have impulses here? So let's start with your wave 2 here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. No, it's not an impulse. Your wave 4 interfering, meaning A, B, and a C. It's a zigzag. Possibility, okay, start to reduce for contracting diagonal because the first zigzag, you was searching for an impulse. So now 50-50 goes, okay, if this is a corrective waves, meaning this has to be an impulse. We take a look here at the wave 4. Do you have an impulse? 1, 2. No, that's definitely not an impulse. That's very corrective. Meaning higher possibility, because this is an impulse, both are corrective, higher possibility goes for double 1, 2s. So in double 1, 2s, you are in a impulse now towards the upside. You're looking for of course, one more leg after this impulse here, and then 4 and a 5, and you're looking for one more leg to finish a wave 1, which is highest possibility. Yeah, so targets from your wave 1 taken from this leading diagonal. I'm gonna adjust, I saw the snap, here we go. Wave 5 over wave 1, 2.9 or $94. Highest possibility. Now, what is the possibility that we move down is that your corrective is not finished yet. Very simple. How we know if this correction is not finished yet? We take a look. What is that? Impulse 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's not an impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Oh wow, is that a leading diagonal? Yep, probably. Let's check if this is longer. No, invalidated. This is longer than wave 3, meaning ABC. Yeah, meaning ABC. Your wave 5 is longer than your wave 3, so I cannot count leading diagonal here. So yeah, A, B, and a C or WXY toward the downside. Yeah, very choppy wave. ABC, and then WXY, guys. WX and a Y in double zigzag. A, B, and a C, zigzag, zigzag. Here we go. Your target, in case you are moving toward the downside, is 1-to-1 fib level. If you want to be very, very precise, 1-to-1 fib level taken from this zigzag to here. which is of course 0.84. To be much more also like much more safe, and you want to have much more precision, you can have also a fib level for a wave 4 in contracting diagonal. In case it is a contracting diagonal, nobody knows. Just to be much more in safe, you will see that the confluence anyway is very close. Here we go. Yeah, 0.618, which is normally, let me check, wave 4 diagonal. Oh, okay, it's already passed, guys. Okay, that reduces the possibility of contracting diagonal because it has passed it. Yeah, and you would like anyway to move impulsively in this case, but it doesn't look like. Therefore, still higher possibility for 112. That was it for Ondo. Ondo look interesting, yes. Was that an answer to my question, Umran? Okay. I mean, they are also most bullish. FET, Shukri. FET, I did the video for FET today. And also I opened FET here. So we said FET is still looking for one more leg toward the downside to be very, very bullish. You can go back also to the video also for it later on. And I mentioned in this, of course, in the Bitcoin dominance and the difference, and what is a common thing that most of the altcoins will have. Most welcome, MT. Most welcome, my friend. So what do you think about LTC? Yeah, good question. LTC, do you know why I was interested? I was interested with LTC because one time I was searching what is the oldest coins, crypto after Bitcoin, and LTC was the second almost, I think. So it is interesting, but I went to it and I saw that, okay, it was not, I think, I'm not sure if I'm in the all-time history. Is there any all-time history here? Normally they write it. I don't think so. Crypto, yeah, this looks like longer. So this one is, okay, this is since 2013, yeah. I think this is the all-time history, yes. Filecoin. I think, Umran, you wrote me this in the comment and I looked at it. I tried to find it. I think I couldn't find it. What is Filecoin? I couldn't file. Maybe I should write Filecoin. Is this the one? I think so. Okay, sorry. I was typing Filecoin Filecoin with USD. Okay. Okay, but it's coming next after LTC. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 probably for LTC. We have a wave here. Definitely to find psychology in the market. Of course, the first wave can be ignored. Found some psychology and moving impulsive toward the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. All right, that's interesting. ABC or even ABC and then impulse, not taking the all-time high or taking it. Oh, it took the all-time high. Okay, that's it. So it's not here the impulse. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yep. This is the impulse toward the upside. It's a huge cycle actually. Let me check. It's a big cycle. So finished wave 1 or a wave A here exactly. It reminds me with Ethereum, right? Same as Ethereum. It has finished big impulse with 3 or 4 cycles, 3 cycles somehow. So we are probably in A, B, and a C toward the upside. Here we go. or probably as well 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, of course, for higher. Okay, so let's start from this scenario, the yellow and the blue one. Blue, and here we go. So 2 scenarios, which it can open even bigger scenarios for later, but we cannot see. Here we go. What's wrong with it? Micro. Okay. So you have finished impulse exactly here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Your wave 5, of course, very nice impulse, much better than the previous one. But yeah, you took the all-time high very nicely. Now you see here, you have 3 waves toward the downside. You didn't get any kind of impulse. Ethereum, remember Ethereum? 3 waves down, WXY, and then moving for one more low, and for several cycles, right? So yeah, so we have to put now LTC next to Ethereum, LTC, Ethereum, and Tau. Okay, those gangsters are opening a season for themselves. 3 waves towards the downside, ABC, and ABC towards the upside, or WXY, wave X, and you're looking for one more wave towards downside. Probably impulsive, or yeah, can be a zigzag. Meaning, if we take right now of course the fib level, well, we can take it directly from here, it's fine. For a wave 2, it will be very far. Here we go. I knew it. Just 0.38 fib level, which is the minimum requirement for a wave 2. In a wave 3 waves corrective, but the time required for wave 2 for such an impulse is very, very shallow, meaning it needs much more time. Yeah, so for a wave 2, and then moving for higher prices later on. And then yeah, so probably if you want to get much more precise, let's take the 1-to-1. You can take the 1-to-1 fib level at 14.80 cents, or you can take the wave Y, but here you cannot use the fib, you have to use the logarithmic fib. Here we go. Between the 0.5, I would say this can be a perfect target as well, which is 23, and between the $40.80, so this area. So, you know, the blue box. Here we go. This is your blue box. Between $23 and $15. You know, it can be moving down and then massively towards the upside. So I was saying Ethereum, LTC, and Tau, both of these, all of them are looking for new impulse toward the upside, meaning wave C or wave 3. Wave C meaning also a big impulse toward the upside, or wave C, or wave 3, sorry, which is a big wave 3, 4, and a 5, which is the yellow one. Same as for Ethereum. While other altcoins doesn't do this, you know, like Solana, FET, and XRP are still looking for one more wave 5. This is a difference. Looking for one more after 1, 2, 3, 4. Currently they are in wave 4, and looking for a wave 5 is something, and being in a big 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is something else, or big A, B, and a C. It's totally something else. So these gangster, we're gonna call it, okay, so they open their own season soon or later. You're most welcome, Moran. Most welcome. Let's take a look. Yes, let's take a look at one more. Hello, and that for the live stream. Thank you, Mario. You're most welcome, my friend. So a FILUSD, is it fill or file? I don't know. Write me, is it 1 or 2? Fill or file? I don't know how to call it. So the all-time history probably is on crypto. Let's see, that was December 17. Nope. Probably this is January 18. Binance. Well, no. Let's go cryptodan.com. I think this is the oldest. 2. Okay. It's file. Okay. Right. What is that? Oh my god. Just by looking at it. Man, okay. I think it has filled up with bears. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 unfinished yet. Expanding flat A, B, and a C just by looking at it directly. You have 3 ways down, 3 ways up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You're still looking to finish ending diagonal or to finish an impulse towards the downside. Your targets are the following, but not nice, huh? Be careful with this. It doesn't look really nice. What I was looking for, yeah, the targets for wave 5. Wave 5 over 1. Here we go. 0. Oh my god, this is yeah, it's dying, man. You are at $3 now, and probably your target 0.618 if you are lucky, so 0.82. That's doesn't look really nice. If you go impulsive, if you go into diagonal, you might of course save it over $1. Yeah, and then probably start moving in 3 waves up, or probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But yeah, be careful from the long ranges that it start to die. I hate it. You know, I saw many coins like this. Okay, I'm afraid to ask what you would say about Jasmy. No, why you're afraid? Of course, it's my pleasure, my friend. MT, here we go. Jasmy is also, I think I did once for Jasmy video. Here we go. Let's find, I think there is a count already set on Jasmy. What was it? Crypto.com probably. Okay, this is when? May 21. It's always better to find the most, the all-time history, guys. Oh, very, very important always. Coinbase. Here we go. Here we go. But just to be secure, is Maxi sometimes put also very all-time history, you see? Okay, but just one leg. It doesn't make so much difference here. Okay, so Jasmy, ABC, what we saw before. This analysis, I think this when I start fresh new with the channel, guys. And I believe, I think we were here the last time. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, invalidation of bullish is already given since long time. Now you have invalidated. Wow. Well, but we are on the weekly, guys. Yeah, it means like a long time ago. Here we go. Looks like we were, what is that? Here, we were here since December 2024, yeah. Okay, so that didn't work. That was our hope for a wave 5, obviously. After 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, we were aiming for a contracting ending diagonal, but also we were saying be careful from the invalidation point, which is at this price action, which it has been already given. So we are looking probably so if we have invalidated, what does that mean? 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We didn't finish a wave 5. Interesting. I was like so close to call link with an ending diagonal, but this doesn't work. And you see here it doesn't work. I mean, wave 5 very, very short. It doesn't work. Because I was looking, what if 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, but this is impossible. So of course, yeah, I think this is a B, and a C. Yeah, we were looking for a wave C, but I would say WXY then, because we finished like this in a zigzag, and possibly this is the only impulse that you have. look, where is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And this was your wave C, meaning A, B, and a C. Meaning, of course, this is a zigzag. And then you have here, of course, 3 waves up, 3 waves down. So A, B, and a C in the WXY, I would say. WXY. Let's put this. I mean, maybe we come back to Jasmy, or we make more videos for Jasmy. So W, X, and a Y. This is a correction right now. WXY meaning 3 waves up, 3 waves down, moving toward the downside. And here we go. And we have to say the wave 4 finished here then. 3 as this, what is this X? We have to take a look at it. Okay, we have analyzed this right now. So 3 waves down, 3 waves up, meaning of course expanding a flat. Okay, we already have this scenario. Okay, we already have this scenario. So yeah, these are your targets. Yeah, taken exactly from the right positions for 1.38 fib level and 1.618. Okay, well, I'm so surprised that I had this scenario even in my mind before. Okay, so A, B, and a C, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So probably your wave 4 is extending. Here we go. WXY, just remove it. It's so far. Yeah, here we go. Looking for higher, of course, after this bottom for a wave 4. A, B, and a C. And then, of course, continuation. What is path? Continuation toward the upside in green. Yep. Greetings from Brazil. Hello, Fiorella. You're very welcome from Brazil. Nice. Nice, nice. Where are you from, guys? Wrote me. I'm interested, like which corner of the world are you in this channel? Appreciate the effort and videos. You're most welcome, Omran. Thank you, my friend. Glad I shorted a long time ago. Okay. Good one. Aptos, please. Aptos. Okay. Never heard, but Aptos crypto. Okay, it looks like there is no USD. Is it APTUSD? APTUSD like this? Okay, I think this is it. Is this the right one? APT. Let's take a look. Ireland, welcome, Shukri from Ireland. Wow, Netherlands, Umran. Nice. I'm from Italy, living in Brazil. I love both of them. Italy is one of my best countries as well. I love it. I think I'm planning for a visit again this summer to Italy. I think every summer actually. Yes, okay. All right, for Aptos, meaning A, B, C, D, E. Very nice triangle. Okay. It's very obvious a triangle. A, B, yes, C, D, and a E. And you should move impulsive, did you? Yes, yeah, that's good. You moved impulsive. After A, B, C, D, E, so A, B, C, D, E. And then here probably it looks like an impulse or a leading diagonal. So both are fine, but it looks much more like an impulse because you did not invalidate a wave 4 here. With a wave 4, you didn't invalidate the impulse. As you can see, your wave 4, this is your wave 1. And your wave 4 did not interfere with your zone 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. A, B, C for wave 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Ending diagonal was a very extended wave 1. And then moving massively, I don't know why. That's not good as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, look, the scenario here what option it opens for you guys? Something we talked about it today, very, very complicated, which is a leading diagonal when it starts with an impulse. Remember? Because a leading diagonal starting with an impulse, most of its wave has to be impulsive, even the corrective one. One of the corrective waves, which is 2 or 4, can be complex structure or ABC. In this case, we got an impulse back. So we got an impulse up and it was hit with an impulse back, reaching only the 886, which is a perfect target for a wave 2 and only contracting diagonal. And because impulse up, impulse down, probability goes for a contracting diagonal towards the upside. And this, of course, it can be a leading diagonal that you are looking at. This is my highest probability right now. I mean, but that is not so much in this one, unless if you want to just analyze ABCs. I'm coming to it as second probability, but yeah. So what I think this is probable here, because we have 2 hits up and down with impulsive, and it might continue impulsive toward the upside. Wave 3, wave 4. Your wave 4 can be complex. Don't forget, it has to be probably. And then your wave 5 also should be an impulse. Your wave target 3, your wave 3 target can be the following. Here we go. Wave 3 diagonal. Yeah, I was aiming too high then. Okay. This is your diagonal. It's gonna take the all-time high with few dollars, you know. This is diagonals. Yeah, so I would say it looks like a chart that it loves just sideways so far. Yeah, so because your leading diagonal is gonna look like a sideways for you without, of course, analyzing this. But if we want to, of course, consider ABC and then ABC and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not good. That if we want to take this scenario as A and then B and a C, you know, let's say, or it can be an A, a B, and a C as well, meaning towards the downside. You have many scenarios here with ABC as well, if you want to take it like this. But the best one is to take a triangle, yeah, because this is the most accurate one, where it shows you anyway the prices are contracting towards the downside. Your wave E is allowed, of course, to overshoot. Yeah, the wave E is allowed to overshoot in a triangle, and normally, you know, triangle, the wave E is the most trickiest. It just tell moving down, we're breaking the trend, and then boom, towards the upside. This is typical wave E in a triangle. Yep. So that was it, guys. Guys, this was my first stream. I'm really glad to have you all. That was a really nice live stream, and I really enjoyed it. And I think, of course, we have to do it from time to time. I'm not sure, of course, I never planned for this. It's just like I decided today, okay, I'm just gonna go live. I don't care. So yeah, it's my first time, but yeah, I'm gonna plan for it. Well, sorry that I don't have a camera. I mean, I have one, but I don't plan, of course, to show up in public. I'm not that guy who's looking after to be famous. It's just I love Elliott Wave, and I love, of course, to share with you my skills, and of course, I love to give more education, and of course, to lead to the right path in the market, because I know that this thing is very dangerous. And be careful, trade safe always. It can make a lifestyle, or it can destroy a family. So be careful, guys. Thank you for your attendance always, and also for your support for the channel. I want to thank you also for your kindness all the time with the comments and the likes as well. Thank you very much, guys, and I wish you to have a nice weekend. See you in the next one. Bye bye.